a couple of hits on his arms. Yes, this guy does have arms. They're very small, like imagine Tyrannosaurus Rex. That was the last one I see because they look really ferocious, and then they've just got two tiny little hands. So they just pick up everything with their teeth and mouths, considering they could probably pick up, well, considering their mouth is the size of Uragan's head, including his chin. And he has a big chin. Someone actually thought that Uragan actually has his mouth closed, and that the big, like, for the Steel Uragaan, it'll be the big red thing, which is actually his chin, is his mouth. But if you look closely, you can actually see his eyes are sunken into the back of his head, and his mouth is directly under that. And he has a lot of crushing teeth, like a lot of molars. Doesn't have many incisors, if any at all. And because it's a high rank quest, another monster has decided to show up. This quest is the Stinker quest. These two are the stinking duo. They just like making they smell bad, which I don't like. So they can have a taste of their own medicine. Or the Rango can. He's a pain in high rank. He's fun to fight in low rank, but in high rank, some of it, like especially with when he leaps into the air, if you don't have good armor for that, that will absolutely nail you. The heavy damage, especially the combos it previously with a stunning. You know, you can shoot out the paralyzing spit. He's just a full bug with a anteater and a dung bug. He's just a mixture of bugs and then anteaters, which is quite ironic considering anteaters eat bugs. Well, at least some varieties. That was another badly. I'm not sure if it's badly timed or if it was just that he got me with his tail. But yeah. And then that time I actually got a flinch, fortunately, off the horizontal swing, but it still got its head, which means it would have done 10% the actual damage it could have done if it hit his leg or stomach, which really isn't ideal. Now, water is the best element to use against this guy. Closely followed by dragon, actually, I do believe. Then it's ice, I think, and then he's slightly weak to thunder, but it's quite insignificant. So if you have a choice, bring a really high raw weapon rather than a thunder weapon, because it really won't do that much more of a difference. And then obviously he doesn't take anything from a fire. I believe he is the Steel Uragaan, since he has that metallic sheen. Kind of blue though, so makes you wonder a little bit. Now, he's back in this area and my trap's still here, so before it disappears I want to just get him in it. And he's obliging, as always, but I don't really place the bomb where he does a nice job correct into it. And I think one of them manages to get him, but the other one. And here, this is probably this is my best thing I've ever done with the Greatsword, which is two normal hits, followed two normal charges, that is, interspersed with a slap, followed by another slap, and then the slam charge. And that would have done a lot of damage. And as you can see, I sharpened fairly recently, but my sharpness has already gone down because I've been blocking quite frequently. Greatsword's all about timing. You've got to, don't be foolish and think you can like hold him for another minute or so. Well, not really a minute, but another couple of seconds to get the level 3 off. If you don't think you're going to be able to get it off, just pop him out level 2. It's better to get up a level 2 which still does a really good amount of damage than to not hit him at all. Now, the next video I'm actually uploading, I've forgotten who it was now, but it will be a Monster Thunder Keeping Unite video. So it'll be my first one of those. Well, first one from any other game except this one, in fact. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played Unite since last year. I didn't actually get that far through it because I actually only got it fairly, like, a couple of months before I got 3rd. Obviously, if you have the choice between the two, you go for 3rd, generally, simply because really the content, I guess it has less content than Unite, but the control schemes, graphics, and the actual layout of things like the village and how they present the actual monster scheme are much better in 3rd than they are in Unite. Now he's going back underground, so and I think he's exhausted. He can come from three points: that hill, and that hill. Yeah, my voice will probably be out of sync with the video, but I stopped the camera slightly at each point just to show you where he can come from. He'll normally come from the one on the what would it be? The north, I guess. And since he's exhausted, he falls over at the end, which is convenient for me, because I managed to get off a nice charge and then a slam critical right into his stomach, which is perfect. And then he just stands around waiting, so I get another charge up. And the slap that you do if you press triangle again after a charge actually does what's the word? Impact damage, that's it. So it would be possible to inflict a knockout with it, but not against this guy, because you've just bounced and it would take you forever. And I didn't realise this until now, but when he's exhausted, his fart gas won't come out. And I actually got worried there, so I finished that slam charge early, which I should know. And that was quite a nice finish there. And then I even knocked him out of the roar, which will give me a lot of time to get more hits in, get another slam charge. And by this time, he should be almost ready to capture. Couple more hits, I reckon, and should be it. Now, any kind of critical bonus is a vast improvement to Greatsword. So if you don't have a set with critical draw, get one with an affinity bonus. As since it's times by, I think it's 1.2, the damage you do. Since the Greatsword has one of the highest one of the highest levels of damage per hit, you'll be wanting to boost that value as much as possible, so that each hit will do a more significant amount of damage. As you can see, that's the Res 6 version. It's got a lovely amount of raw. 24 defense bonus is what that means in the bottom right corner. I think the Rare 5 only has 20, but that's still a nice boost. And obviously, like I was saying, that's his mouth there. So yeah, he's got 2 rows of molars with 2 random, what look to be incisors, although I'm not totally sure, just poking out that 3 spots. And that's it. So we'll just see what we got for the rewards. Skill, therapist. Joe, that's good. I think I've already got one, so I should be able to upgrade my Greatsword now, even though I'll probably never use it. At 23, Owen, he was massive. Yeah, but for my first Greatsword video, and the second time using it in this entire game, I'm pleased with 23 on a high rank monster. Even if the weapon was a bit overpowered. But that's it for this update, guys. I'll be seeing you next time, whenever that is. Bye.